Hello, good morning. Good morning, how are you? I am just in between getting dressed and ready after my morning practices. I'm going to have breakfast and I've been having some thoughts coming in about a couple of things, and I kind of tuned in to my sacral and listened to whether I should maybe come live now or wait till after breakfast, and my sacral was telling me to do it now. Do it now, Sarah, do it now. So really tuning into that inner wisdom that my human design is guiding me on, and coming live to talk to you about, I've just been thinking about what abundance feels like. What is that sense of being in that essence of abundance in our lives? I'm in a container with Jody Shield called the Magnificent Money Academy, where we just explore wealth and money blocks, and it's a beautiful space. And I've been putting in some wins from last week in the group, and one of them was the sense that I feel like my life is in more flow, especially around my work, and that kind of comes from really exploring and sensing what abundance feels like. So for me, abundance is a flow state. It's not about pushing or straining or having to force things in our lives. When we feel like we are forcing and pushing, and it's really hard work. Hi, say hello if you join. It's nice to see you. When we really feel like we're in flow with our lives, that's an abundant state. So abundance has this energy, this sense of ease to it. And my Strala yoga training teaches this on our mats all the time, but obviously the wisdom we have on our mats is for life. It's not just for our yoga mats. And it is about the fact that when we push our bodies, when we strain ourselves, we cause ourselves injury. We're not listening to what's within. But when we move with the energy of ease and softness, we actually get stronger and we're more empowered. And there's more that comes. You can take yourself further when you're in this state. And this to me is what abundance feels like. It has an ease to it. It has a grace to it. And yet we still manage to move even further forwards in our lives and to grow and expand and evolve from this state. It's about being in that alignment to our truth. And actually, I think what I've been learning a lot from being in this container as well with Jody is that Jody will show us lots of things and practices to do, but the only way to truly embody any teaching within any coaching group, and I've done a lot of different groups, so this has really come true to me in the last kind of year or so, that is to take what we're being taught, but to make it your own. It's so important to embody the teachings of anybody in your own way, to understand how it feels when it's yours and not you putting on something else that is somebody else's. And we all learn in very different ways, and human design has really helped me to learn that as well, which is why I'm now training in human design, because I really think it helps us all to fully understand who we are and what we came here to be. And when we can see that more for ourselves, when we have that map, that blueprint for ourselves, when we can see our gifts, because often we don't see our gifts because they come so easy to us, but to have this kind of blueprint of what our gifts are, and when we lean into them, the incredible things that can come for us. But when we fully know ourselves, when we tune into what's in here, and then we take the essence of what's being taught to us and make it our own and embody it in our own way, then and only then is it really possible to move forward with whatever you're learning, with whatever's being shown to you. So if you're out there and you're in a coaching container or you're working with someone, the little bit of wisdom that I'm going to share with you this morning is to really enjoy the abundance of whatever you're being shown or taught, is to really thank you. So powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's really powerful when we start to embody this. So when you are learning from somebody, it's really to show how you is to understand for yourself. Does this feel right for me? Do I need to tweak it slightly? Is there a different way for me to do this? I mean, one of the things, I can give you an example, is Jodie talks a lot about doing morning scripts. And I know for myself now that I can get quite bored quite easily if I repeat the same thing each day. This is part of my design. I have quite a high boredom level. So it's not that I don't do scripts, I just change it up. Sometimes I do it with music, sometimes I change the words, sometimes I don't do it and meditate instead, but I always have that intention for myself to make that connection to abundance and wealth in the morning. So I make it my own. Now, that's not to say that there aren't people in the group that repeating the script daily is the most powerful thing for them to do. So, like I'm saying, this is not about you making it and changing it because for changing's sake, but it is about you being able to feel into how you best receive what you're being taught. And that's, like I say, in anything that you're doing. Do you understand how you take in information? How do you kind of embrace that more and encourage yourself to be more in that state of receiving for yourself? And that is what abundance is. That is flow. That is expansion. So, yeah, just some little downloads for your Monday. I encourage you to go and be all of you today. And if you want to speak to me more about human design and being in your true self, DM me. Get in contact with me. I've got things coming. I've got a coaching program coming up, and I also have a group experience coming up as well. And we're going to be really feeling and sensing into the body and learning how to know ourselves physically, emotionally, and mentally. And then when we have that information and when we accept and really embody who we are, then everything starts to flow and abundance comes. Love you. Take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.